Last, I already did both of these. While the flask acted, all of your abilities have no cooldown. Yes. Each unique ability while you use your flask of fires increases duration. Shattering enemies while Flask of Frost is active deals more damage to other nearby enemies. Activating Flask of Frost also taunts all nearby foes to you. I really like the no cooldown. The no cooldown thing is pretty cool. Now, how awesome would it be if I could actually bring the Divine with us, which I heard you can. So just because we can, I'm bringing Cassandra in. Oh my, look at her. Nice. All right, Cassandra. I mean, I have to bring my boyfriend Iron Bull, and I think, as for mages, I mean, we need a mage. Vivian or Dorian. Let's bring Vivian. Vivian needs more screen time in my Let's Plays.
This is the crossroads. Morrigan brought me here while showing me the alluvians.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. Okay. That is beautiful. Beautiful on you, Cassandra. It's a good thing to know, even though she's divine, she can still put up a big fight.
Judging by the bloodstains, he tried to get through here.
What's wrong? That one doesn't like you?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it. The blood trail leads to this mirror.
Let us see where this Qunari came from.
Isn't the divine supposed to be, you know, walking around with her bodyguards? I'm just saying. I guess we're the bodyguards now.
Elven ruins. I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. The old team together again to kick some ass. How about it, Catan?
Sounds good to me.
Another Qunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's Karashok, a foot soldier. Must have been in the same squad.
Yeah. Right. Alright.
A spirit found when the elves built this place. Because that could never go wrong.
What does it want?
Listen to the Well of Sorrows.
I think I know what to say. Armelana de Thavrin. Rivas Viranaris. That worked. I think.
Wow. We weren't able to do that with art. Nice. Oh, that thing again. Right. Requires the Herald. Alright, Herald. Wolf's Welcome.
That was like Veilfire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves. This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the dread wolf Fen Harel.
Curious, then, that the Dalish speak of Fen Harel as a monster.
Cuts all over the back. He was killed by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry. This is
Keep it up.
Fen Harel, helping former slaves as a mortal, not a god.
He took great pains to renounce his supposed divinity. To the Dalish, Fen Harel is the great deceiver. Perhaps that's propaganda begun by the opposing gods.
This claims the elven gods were just Evan-Luris.
Anchor discharged. Nice.
Are you hurt?
It felt like the anchor stunned me. This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
The Inquisition. Leave alive.
Yep. Sorry about that. Nice. Oh yeah, Andy. Shatter. Nice, the spirits are on our side. Very nice. Yes. Shatter. There we go. Whew.
Why did those Qunari attack the Inquisition on sight?
No idea. They weren't Talvashoth, though. This might be a rogue group, but they think they're following the Qun.
Darling, leave that to me.
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Evan-Luris, posing as gods.
Elven mages who hoarded power and slaves? One could see parallels to Tevinter's Magisters.
A note about an unknown intruder coming through an alluvion. They turned spirits against us, then fled.
A mage. They must have fought their way out, then let the spirits finish off the Qunari.
Two parties then. The Qunari, and a mystery agent determined to stop them. Come on. We have to warn people about the Qunari's designs on the Winter Palace.
One dead Qunari was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Qunari may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
Do
They
they?
also have no reason to be here, or using
Don't
illusions
they?
at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now.
The Qunari can't hide forever. They're inside those alluvions somewhere.
We must ensure that the Qunari do not disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks.
Well,
Our
it was
only
important.
advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
Could we use the Qunari threat to remind everyone how valuable the Inquisition still is?
Not until we know more. It will be fine. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Qunari are doing, and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
Everything going all right so far?
Any word from Hawk?
I got a message from, well, best not to name an entire chain of smuggling syndicates in polite company.
Oh.
Anyway, Weishaupt is apparently the special kind of pest that only appears when Hawk shows up. I'm not entirely sure how it'll all play out, but my money's on Hawk walking away from the Warden's fortress as it explodes.
Yes, with his back to the explosion, not looking at the explosion.
I'm surprised no one from the Council of Heralds wants your autograph.
You just missed them. Duke Cyril keeps asking me for spoilers for my next book.
Spoilers.
I don't understand how you could just become a Viscount.
When the ruler of a marcher state dies and there's no heir, the nobles of the city pick a new ruler. Only none of Kirkwall's nobles actually want the throne. Most of them think it's cursed, actually. They can't leave it empty, though, or some other state like Starkhaven or Ansburg will probably invade. I complained about the empty office when it interfered with my reconstruction efforts. They took that as volunteering.
So Bran used to be Viscount, and now he just follows you around?
With bad hair.
Viscount. Pretty much.
With a permanent appointee, finally, in the Viscount's office, I am free to return to my post as Seneschal.
He means my true calling is arrogantly telling people they can't talk to the Viscount. He's good at it, too.
Can you just arrogantly tell Bran to please return his haircut back to the way it was before, please?
We'll talk more another time.
I'll be here if you need me.
You know what? For my third playthrough, I'm finding a mod. Somebody modded to fix Sexy Shell Bran's hair, so he can get back to being Sexy Shell, the Sexy Shell Bran we all know and love.
Was there something you needed?
Do you remember the first time we came to the Winter Palace?
The end seemed far away then. In some ways, the following year felt longer. The reason we're here is because we made a difference. That's worth enduring the political small talk.
Is there any news from Ferelden? How's your family?
My sister Mia keeps me informed. As I understand, she's training my nephew to best me at chess.
All good news, then.
Not all, but most of it is, and that's good enough.
Is there anything I should know?
We were permitted soldiers here, but our every move is watched. Some things never change.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
Leliana?
Inquisitor, is there something I can help with?
Tell me about your nugs. Did you get any new ones?
Oh yes!
A litter was born just a month ago. We are weaning them right now.
Mm.
If you are hoping for one, I'm afraid they're already spoken for.
Your nug breeding sounds like more than just a hobby now.
It has certainly expanded. And who knows, if the Inquisition ends, there
There
are
you go.
worse things to do with my time. I find being with the little ones soothing.
Have you met with Cassandra since her return?
Oh yes, she's quite relieved to be out of the robes and back in the armor. I just hope she doesn't forget everything she's learned as Divine. It took 2 years before she stopped hiding a sword under her vestments.
Nice.
Have your agents any news I should hear about?
There is activity in the Tirashan. Strange elves, like those at the Temple of Mythal. No news of Solus, however.
Perhaps later, Liliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
Darling, what can I do for you?
I wanted your opinion of how Divine Victoria is working out.
Cassandra is handling her office as admirably as I expected. History will remember Victoria as a truly great divine.
Oh, so she approves of Cassandra.
How are things for the Circle of Magi?
The Circle is recovering. So much was lost during the rebellion. Lives, most of all. So many experienced teachers gone. But I have hope. And determination. Which is better.
We'll talk another time.
I can't believe it's been so long.
Around 2 years.
That's it? 2 years? Sweet merciful maker, it felt like 10.
That could have been all the wine. Only thing back home I really missed.
What did you do in Tevinter while you were away?
I'll tell you what I didn't do. See Father even once. Mother tracked me down once, which was nice.
They never
I
made
also
up.
went to Carinus to see my good friend Maevaris. Then I settled some of Alexis's affairs. That wasn't fun.
Yeah, I think that dialogue is a little slightly different since we never had Dorian reconcile with his father in this one.
Any thoughts about the Exalted Council?
A few. Divine Victoria needs a new tailor for one. Cassandra in a flowy dress just seems wrong.
Yeah, but did you see her
That
armor?
hat does her no favors.
Yeah, but did you see her armor?
As for this whole Exalted Council business, well, I warned you once that no one would thank you for saving the world. Sadly, I'm always right.
Yeah.
So long as the Inquisition's around to remind them they're not really in charge, they'll never sleep comfortably. Whether they have the guts to take action, I suppose we'll see.
What is this ambassadorship about exactly?
I believe my father set it up, but the Imperium certainly didn't object. They'd love for the Inquisition to fall apart. So they're happy if it seems they consider this council a waste of time.
That makes no sense.
No? If Dread Tevinter actually pushed for the Inquisition's end, everyone else would disagree on principle.
Right.
So they send a nobody pariah and hope for the best. Makes perfect sense to me.
Another time.
I look forward to it.
See you, Dorian.
Tell me, these strange spaces past the Alluvians, are they safe to explore?
I doubt it.
Probably not. We know almost nothing about how their magic works.
I think in this case, I would have preferred a polite fiction. You've accomplished so much in the calm of these past years. I wish you did not have to imperil yourself for us. Again.
Yeah, well, the plot demands it.
I wish I didn't either. I'll be glad when this Qunari business is over.
You've already made headway. Let us hope it is soon. I will do what I can here. Once the Qunari are dealt with, brace yourself. The Council is just as relentless. It is good to see you.
Good to see you too, Josie. We have more things to talk to our friends about. Hello, Cole. What's going on?
It always had a soul. The question is the answer.
Okay, Cole.
Being this, being me. It's harder, but better. I like me. Meriden laughs at things I say.
Okay, I am going to give credit where credit is due. This here, Cole specifically says, this me, I like it, it's better. So I have to give credit where credit is due to Team Human, because here Cole explicitly says, you know, I like it and I think it's better. So I'll give you guys one for that, absolutely.
They made bodies from the earth, and the earth was afraid. It fought back, but they made it forget. He died in the darkness so a blue rose could bloom. Her name is different now.
I think I remember that.
Victoria. The old name slips away further each time. She's glad you're here.
I think the Blue Rose quote is from Mass Effect. One of my favorite side characters in Mass Effect was the Krogan that was trying to woo, I think it was an Asari, I think. And he was trying to woo her with, like, poetry. And I think during Mass Effect 3, he was my favorite, probably my favorite Krogan in the entire game. Yes, even more so than Rex and Grunt. Even more so, it's just because he was so different from all the other Krogan, the way that he was trying to be so romantic and so eloquent and poetic and artsy. I'm a sucker for Krogans that break the mold like that, so that's what made him my favorite Krogan in the entire game, which is another reason why I love the character Otto so much in the Mass Effect campaign. But at any rate, I think during Mass Effect 3 he unfortunately dies during the conflict because of the Reaper conflict to protect the woman he loves, which I think is so tragic. But he mentioned something about a blue rose, I think, in his poetry, and I think that's what Cole was talking about.
She killed the girl to save herself. She thinks about the eyes going black. A weapon is an order, not a gift.
I'm sure there's a ton of these other quotes.
Free, frolicking, fighting, fierce. He wants to give wisdom, not orders. If you leave and come back, the chest gives you another.
Oh.
That's how we know too much.
Okay, so that Cole is referring to a bug in the game where I think if you like if you open the chest, but either don't loot it or don't loot it completely. I don't know how the bug works, but if you do one of those things and then leave and then come back, like reload the area, I think there's a bug where more items fill up on the chest or something along those lines. And that's why Cole was referring to that.
His friend had to die because he thought they were people. A slow arrow breaks in the sad wolf's jaws.
While I'm also at it, if during Art's playthrough when he had a spirit Cole, if you remember, was fixing up Meriden with Krem. And Krem makes a comment about how he likes to stand up on his chair to get to see the bard, which like singing, to watch the bard singing, which again is another play on a bug that the developers noticed with Krem always seeming to stand up on his chair. And I love how the developers have that kind of sense of humor where they take these bugs and they just make fun of it. They don't sweep it under the rug. They don't pretend it's not there. They just take it and they run with it. And a great way for Cole to bring these little bugs up in this way is very, very cool in my book.
It was the same boy. His mother on the ship, his father in their homeland. He grew up lonely. Or didn't.
There's a lot of these quotes that I don't know the reference to.
The spirits have fled, flying, fluttering, fast to the farthest fade. They're afraid of the veil tearing again. Your hand hurts. A heartbeat, not yours, hammering the beat of a song in its final verse. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the final verse.
The guardian spirit stayed, not bound, but biding, because he asked. He knows how to speak, so spirits listen.
Trying to think who that is. Would that be Anders or Reese? I'm not sure.
Sometimes the cow takes your gold.
I feel like that's another reference to another BioWare game. Another bug in a BioWare game or something along those lines.
He did not want a body, but she asked him to come. He left a scar when he burned her off his face.
Don't know where that was
He
from.
broke the dreams to stop the old dreams from waking. The wolf chews its leg off to escape the trap. Hello.
Hello, Cole.
Hello.
Hello, Cole. Hello, Sarah.
Hello, and shh. I'm trying to figure out why everyone is acting so weird. I mean, besides because Qunari assassins and everything.
Oh,
You
yeah,
see
there's
it,
that.
right? There's something going with the elf servants. Makes sense after that ruin, right?
It's been a couple of years. How's everything sitting with you?
It's weird meeting back up and seeing everyone get their grey. First time I've been anywhere long enough to get fond of things. Cassandra is staying herself, so far. Hopefully. She needs someone to watch out for her, so I kind of do. All that blood and thunder just so everyone can live well an hour once around. Good lesson, I suppose, if there had to be one.
When you start going on about elves, it's hard to tell if it's about them or you.
Yes, you're ever so clever. Arse.
That's
Point
me.
is,
I'm a helper.
the servants have no complaints. No asking for a Jenny. They serve this lot, but don't want them done for anything.
So, the nobles are nice, and the servants are happy.
Two things that have never been true. Mark that I said it. We're fighting Qunari, but something else is on the up.
I suppose you've a lot to say about that elven ruin, about the creators.
They're not even demons, just big magey knobs punching down. And yes, the shits who use them to make me feel broken can still eat it. But always waiting for that fight is way too much work. It's like doing half the hurt for them. Maybe we're old now, but I'm tired of it. We've new fights to look forward to. We always do, seems like.
See you,
We'll talk
Sarah.
later.
Count on seeing you, yeah?
My fellow friend of Red Jenny. Oh yes, oh yes. Hello, Cremisius. Hello, Kadan.
Wish I hadn't burned all my contacts with the Ben Hasrath. Be nice to have some idea what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but then you'd be on their side, Chief.
True.
Yes, but I'd know things. I like knowing things.
You ever want to get married? Ooh.
The charges have been with the Inquisition for a while now. Is everyone still happy?
No complaints, Your Worship. The Inquisition's been good to us. We'd disband and join the Inquisition officially, but the Chief gets this sad dog look when we suggest it.
The loyalty is touching, Krem.
Ooh, here's the big question.
So, Bull, we've been together a few years now. You ever think of going further?
I don't see how we can top that night we did it with you hanging from the chandelier.
Oh!
That's not really what I...
Kadan, that's a choice I make every day. I don't need to be bound to it.
Yeah, but...
If you like the binding, then when this is over, we'll make it official. However you like.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.